Hey guys, it's Courtney here, and just wanted to hop on here and do a quick video for you guys really quick. My 2-year-old is running around, so if you hear him, I apologize. I recorded this during nap time, and he actually woke up at the end of my last video, but then I realized that I didn't talk about half the stuff I wanted to talk about, so I'm going to redo it really fast. He's currently going through his older sister stuff right now while she's not here. So anyways, real fast, before I run out of natural light too. So a question was asked on one of the Project Life groups where we found our 9x12 albums and pages and stuff. And I actually make my 9x12 pages out of 12x12 protectors. And I just use a 12x12 album. I do want to get a 9x12 album, but sometimes I like to mix in a couple of 12x12 layouts. Most of the time I don't. I keep my regular standard scrapbook pages separate usually. But right now I'm housing everything just in a 12x12. Studio Calico, usually around Christmas time for one day, does like buy one get one on their albums. And I like missed it by one day last year, and I was going to stock up on my albums. So my goal this year is at Christmas time just to go in and get a couple of those. But they're perfectly fine in my 9x12 or my 12x12 album right now. So if you guys, don't want to go out and spend the extra money on the album and you'd rather spend the money on crafting supplies, that's always a good option for you. But I just want to show you really quick a couple of different options on making your own pages. I do use a fuse tool with a lot of my old 12x12 page protectors. And so I'm just going to show you how I do that. So this one is all 3x4s that I've done. And this one would have actually been a Becky Higgins A protector, because I've got a seam right here and a seam right there. Now my seams are not pretty by any means. I'm not a perfectionist with the fuse tool. I just try to get it done. I've burnt many pages. I've not burned my hand, knock on wood. But I've messed up a couple of pages. My lines aren't always as straight as, but a lot of them are forgiving and I can just move on with it. So this one again was just all 3x4s, and I just stuck some 2x2 little fillers in there. And see, that's what it's going to look like on the back side. So, and then this one would have been an A as well. So let me show you this side. So on this one, let me grab an A size. I've got one right here. So here's the Project Life A, and I've got a lot of collage pictures, so this might kind of throw you off a little bit. But I would have just taken right down here along the seam and cut it down and then fused it. So I would have only had a fuse here and a fuse here. So that's not bad. And that would have given me 3x4, 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 4x6, 3x4, 3x4, 4x6. Which is, if I'm not mistaken, pretty standard for the Studio Calico ones. I think this is exactly how a Studio Calico one looks. Now, honestly, I do prefer my 4x6 here and my 3x4 here. But again, sometimes that's a little bit more work. I usually have to use a 12x12 page for that, and that's a lot of fusing. And like I said, I would rather craft than to have to fuse it all day long. But again, I'm trying to use my stash this year, so going through and using my 12x12 page protectors is really helping me to stash bust, go through all of that. Now when I run out of it, I'll probably swap over to Studio Calico. Also though, these are only the 3 holes, which I actually like. I think I saw on somebody's video though that the Studio Calico one, you just have to add like an extra hole in a standard A protector to get it to fit into the Studio Calico albums. So it's not really bad there either. But again, just kind of wanted to show you a little flip through of my album. So this one, actually, I fused 3x4, 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 and then I only have the one 4x6 on here. So again, an A. Your A is going to have the 4 all the way across, and then the 2 4x6s. So it just depends. I could have left this as a 4x6. I just want to put that fuse tool in that middle spot, and I could have had my 2 4x6s. So another easy way to do that, hopefully I'm not rambling all over the place. I'm trying to hurry while my son's going through his sister's stuff. I'll show you my title page. This is actually what my title page is going to be for this year. I'm working on it. So right now I still have 4x6, 4x6, and 4x6. This is a different page protector than a A. These are the We Are Memory Keepers ones. which I actually prefer. I like the plastic on these better. But this one, I'm probably going to turn into 2 3x4s, except I'm not going to fuse it. Because on the other side, I'm most likely going to turn this one into a 3x4. And what I'll do there is I'll mat 2 3x4 pictures on a 4x6. So hopefully that makes sense. So I'll just mat 2 3x4 pictures, leave as a 4x6, mat 2 3x4 pictures. Maybe. Not 100% yet. I haven't decided exactly what I want to do. So when you turn it over, again, you can have that same option. If I matted 2 3x4s right there, that would give me my 3x4s all the way down. You know, 3x4, 4x6, and then I could do 3x4s there as well, just to kind of have it balanced out. It's just going to be personal preference of what you like. Again, you may want to go easier the better. So, kind of just do a flip through again really fast. So, this one is just, again, all 3x4s. And then this one had one 4x6 and the rest 3x4s. But I think it balances pretty well. Everybody's different on what they think. Let's get through here. So this one's got 2 4x6s. The rest are 3x4s. And then this one I did 3 4x6s, trying to fit in as many of these pictures as I can. And then those are all 3x4s. So this one wouldn't have been, this is another one of those We Are Memory Keepers. So again, I could, if I really wanted to, just have matted those separate and had that broke down. But I really liked the way this one looked. So I left it the way it was. Let's see. Oh, you missed the feet. So, 4x6, 4x6, the rest are 3x4s. And that is going to be the same way. So, but these like just balance each other out. And again, those are like the Studio Calico ones. Skip through. Same thing. Here, I just stuck in 2 3x4s. Now this one is, show you on this side, see how I did it. I just attached them with a piece of paper. So this is a 4x6 slot. So, thank you. Kind of the same thing. I matted 2 3x4s on a 4x6. So instead of just making that extra, if I have extra pictures, I'll do that a lot of times. So, and then here's this one, and I actually made a shaker pocket out of that one as well. Yes, you found your sister's candy. So, hopefully that kind of helps. And again, I store all of mine in a 12x12 for right now. I see your candy. So, it's just the easiest thing for me to do. You know, a lot of people are on budgets, and, you know, some people have a little bit more come Christmas time. And Studio Calico, like I said, usually does that deal. I've seen it the past 2 years. So that's when I'll probably stock up this year if they do it, to get my stuff for the next year and go ahead and get all my albums. But I had actually thought that I'd go back to a 12x12 this year. So I went with these from Michaels. And my other one's a gold one that I keep. And I just keep them all together. I store my 12x12s separate most of the time. But this, like, I could add in my 6x12s. You know, and a lot of times, too, like if you have 4x4, the ones that have the 4x4 all the way across, cut down, you know, just have 2 2x4s. It's okay if they don't all measure up. I try to make things perfect too much, and I finally just let it go. And it's more about just getting it in the album than it is stressing over getting it in the album. But I will say that for those of you who are struggling between which size you want to do, I personally love the 9x12. I have 4 kids. I do take a lot of pictures. I stay at home, so I have pictures pretty much every single day. I have a hard time picking which pictures I keep and which ones I get rid of. You know, I'm trying to scrapbook some of them, trying to Project Life some of them. But this really worked best for me. You know, 12x12, you've got, what, an extra 3 slots, basically, if you cut down. You know, so you'd have those extra 3. But I found myself just doing a lot of extra filler cards that way. And, you know, it's not really about the filler cards. It's more about the stories and telling your stories. So, I mean, if your filler cards are journaling, awesome, cool. But I wasn't feeling as pressured with the 9x12 as I was at 12x12. And again, start off with the 9x12. You can always go back to your 12x12s, especially if you keep your album as a 12x12. You can bounce back and forth. So don't really feel like you're hindered by anything. You know, and also another way to do it is by taking a 12x12 sleeve and fusing it. You can make your own pockets completely however you want. So I toyed around with doing one that was like a 5-inch in width, and then doing 2 inches in width and 2 inches in width, and that'll equal up your 9. So I mean, you can, as long as you equal up to your 9, if that's really important to you, you can kind of just play with it however you want. I will say that if you go to use a regular 12 by 12 layout, make sure that it's the same size. Project Life or pocket style pages are a little bit larger than a 12 by 12 standard scrapbook insert, like the ones that come in the books usually. And those aren't going to fuse correctly for you. They'll fuse just fine, but like your inches and stuff aren't going to match up because you've got to have that leeway for your spacing. But if you don't have a fuse tool, another awesome way to do it is to cut down a 9 by 12 piece of paper and just mat your pictures to it. You know, yeah, you're going to use extra paper, but if that's something that you really want to do and you're just trying to use up your supplies and run through stuff, that's a good, is that hockey? Sorry guys. But if you're trying to go through your supplies and just do it, that's an awesome way to do it. I have seen Retro Hip Mama on here. She's awesome about swapping out her pages and stuff and just doing different inserts and everything. And I love the way that it looks. So, I mean, just play with it, guys. You know, do whatever fits best for you. Again, just to tell you really fast, I just take my paper trimmer down on my 12 by 12 wherever I want my pages to end. I always make sure that I go a little bit past my seam. See, I've got like a little bit extra on there. So I just make sure that I leave that, and that way it's not going to cut that off and I don't have to fuse anything extra. And then if there's any other spots that I want to do, like I did on here, I added a spot there where I fused it. That's all you got to do. So if you guys have any questions, hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. If you guys like my video, you know, make sure you like it, give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to try, now that the babies are a little bit bigger, I am going to try to get on here and do a couple more videos. I am on a design team for my local scrapbook store, so I'm going to try to get a couple of those layouts featured on here a little bit more. So I'm definitely going to try to at least do 1 video a week, if not 2. So if you guys just want to keep checking back with me again, if you guys like my videos, again, thumbs up, like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Hope this helped you guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.